3D movies, TVs, gaming. It's the latest buzz, and it was only a matter of time before it hit the world of printing. The new technology opens up a wealth of opportunities, so let's take a look.
The magazine The Economist says just as it was impossible to predict the impact of the steam engine or the printing press, it's impossible to foresee the impact of 3D printing technology. But the technology is here, and it's likely to influence every field it touches. Ken, welcome to the Tech Report. A lot of people might not have heard about 3D printing. So what exactly is it?
3D printing is basically an additive manufacturing process. So what it does is, unlike traditional machining where you start off with a block of material and it's removing material, 3D printing starts off with a bed of material and basically starts printing a bind on top and starts growing the model layer by layer. So essentially like a wasp nest or a swallow nest, or even a house where you lay bricks and eventually end up with a three-dimensional house. The process works much the same.
And what are the practical uses of 3D printing?
Application is almost endless. To be quite honest with you, if you can supply us with a three-dimensional file, whether it's an artistic sculpture or an architectural model or a medical model, we can convert that into a 3D replica. So from our side, we've done a lot of medical models, we've done architectural, we've done a couple of movie props, but really we often tell our clients, if you can think it, we can print it. So application is almost endless. Okay, basically what we've done here, we've taken a JPEG off your Facebook site, the logo, Tech Report logo, and then what we do from there is we convert that into a 3D model. So we've traced it, we've extruded some of the elements, and then once we have a 3D model, we drag it into our 3D printer software. Here is basically in the software now. We position it after we've ever checked the file, and then from there it's simply a matter of clicking print. So this is the 3D printer. Essentially the technology is quite simple. It's a lot like your desktop printer at home, but instead of just printing on a flat surface, you've got a 3D depth as well. So what's happening here is we have a build chamber full of the raw material, which is essentially soft, almost like a talcum powder. And what it does is this arm over here will drag a layer of powder onto the build bed and then deposit a resin, a binding agent onto the powder, which makes it go hard. And then it repeats the process, drags a new fresh layer of powder, a new layer of binder, and basically each layer is bonding to the next as it sort of dips, and essentially you end up with a physical 3D part in this powder. And once we finish printing, you'll see we're going to brush away the powder and actually extract a physical 3D model.
And this is only the beginning. It's predicted that in 10 or 15 years' time, doctors will be able to use 3D printing to print you your very own replacement organs with your cells. That's crazy.
Joining us in studio to talk about the application of 3D printing is Colette Fransolet from Great Idea Creative Consultancy. Welcome, Colette. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So how has your design company benefited from 3D printing technology?
By using 3D printing, I'm able to offer my clients accurate and detailed prototypes within a few days, and the time cycles between concept testing and the redesigning process is reduced, so I can then speed up the development of the product, so it goes through the system faster. Also, if you compare the accuracy of 3D printing and the time frames in which it's available, it really is an affordable way of prototyping.
So it actually lets you service your clients far more efficiently than you ever were able to before.
Yes, definitely.
So I can see how it works for you as a design company, but how could it possibly benefit the rest of us in the future?
I think in terms of having things made really quickly according to your own specifications, and I think we'd reach a point one day where people would have printers in their homes and they could just print whatever it was they wanted to.
Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.